Are you aware that for you to get a perfect outfit, like all these you see online and Pinterest, it starts from somewhere, and that is taking accurate body measurement. In today's video, we are going to be learning how to take proper body measurement from start to finish. So if this is what you're interested in, please stay tuned to the end of this video and then subscribe to this channel if you find, and also like this, comment and share it for others to view it. Alright, let's get started.
We are going to be using this mannequin. I dressed it up, right? We're going to be using this mannequin for our measurements, okay? So there are basic measurements in sewing. You have the bust point, you have the under bust point, where you have your nipple, like even if you're on, and you have to be on a bra, right? Where you have your nipple, this is your bust point. Here is under bust. You have your waist. The waist is this part that is always going in the human body. Let me use myself as an example. You see, when you tilt your body like this, that part that is going in, and here too, this part that is going in, that is where the human actual waist is. You understand? Actual waist. That is the actual. So for you to determine this waist, you have to get something like a rope and tie it around that waist. Okay? Tie it very firm on the waist. That is how to get your waist measurements. Okay. So for tutorial purposes, I'm going to be using this thread. You have to make sure that this is the waist. This is the actual waist for this thing now, for this dummy. So we are having shoulder to bust point. And if you want to take your measurement, want to begin taking your measurement, please let me zoom this out so you can see. If you want to take your measurement, this is a human form, right? This is body form. So where you have the ear, like let me use myself also, that part where you have your ear, that is where you begin to place your tape to start your measurement, right? So assuming I want to measure this is a client and I want to measure her for an outfit, I'm placing my tape from here, from the neck, tip of the neck, from here. So I'm placing my tape here for her. You grab, so that is how it is. So you get to place your tape on that part, then you start your measurement. So for her bust point is 10.5 inches. The shoulder to bust point, we have the shoulder to bust point, shoulder to under bust, and then shoulder to waist. You grab the hip and like that. So her bust point is 10.5 inches, right? Her under bust is 14. You get, her under bust is 14. I don't know if you can see. Her under bust is 14. Then her shoulder to waist is 18 inches. Some people own can be 18, 19, depending on height and body size too. You understand? So, but this measurement is not constant. Some people have theirs to be bigger. Like some people, you can have their bust point, shoulder to bust point to be 15. Busty ladies like that. Some can have their bust point to be 12. So it all depends on the size of the clients you're working with. Whichever client you're working with, make sure you start your measurements. What measurements you're working with, make sure that you're starting from the tip of the neck, there, like where the shoulder is coming in from the ear loop, like this. You understand? So that's how to get it. So that's how to get your vertical measurements. They're what they call vertical measurements and horizontal measurements. Vertical measurements are the ones that are straight like this. Shoulder to bust point, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waist, shoulder to hips, and all of that. You grab. Okay. So there's another one that's called the shoulder, the horizontal measurements. These are the round measurements. These are the round parts. These ones are called horizontal measurements. I hope you understand what I'm saying. You're getting me right loud and clear. So these are the round measurements. Round like this. When you measure your bust round like this is horizontal for the bust round. You can also call it bust circumference. That's the round. You understand? So at the under bust too, you measure, that is the round. For the waist, you measure, you grab, that is the round. For the hip also, you measure for your client. Okay? So when measuring, this is what you get. So it depends on what you're trying to sew. If you're trying to sew a fitted outfit, you have to make the tape to be fitted, but your hand should come out like this. Like when measuring the hips, especially, you have to make sure that, let me turn this back. You know that there's a biggest part of a bonbon, like there's a biggest part of the bonbon, so you have to make sure that your tape is going up and down the biggest part of this bonbon. So that's how you get your measurements. Like it has to go up. You don't just measure and stop here and say no. You have to make sure you take your tape, let it pass through the under buttock. You understand? So the under buttocks like this. So that is how to take your body measurements. Okay. So the same thing with the bust. So this one now we're having, for this person now we're having our hips to be 41. So we have 41 like this. Okay, this is 41. So that's what we have. You get. So you have to make sure that it is going up and down around the hips. If not, it's going to be too tight. Okay? If you don't do like this, it's going to be too tight for the person that you are working with. Okay? Make sure you take it up, down, under the buttocks, and up again. You want to just do a random measurement, but make sure that your hands are like one of your fingers can go inside. That's how to get also measurement, so that it won't be too tight and too loose. Just one finger. When you're holding your tape like this, like see I'm holding mine, one finger can just go in like this. See the way I'm holding mine, the way I'm holding mine, right? See how I'm holding my own, just two fingers like this. So you have to get one finger inside, moving like this. That's how to get the normal measurements. Okay, so that is that. So how to take your shoulder measurement. You first of all take the shoulder measurement. You have to take shoulder measurement is from one arm, like from one here, where you have this joining between the arm and the shoulder, to the other side. So that is how you can do your shoulder measurement. So for this person, I'm having 15 inches. 15. So that's how to take shoulder measurement from one arm like this to the other arm. Do you see? So that's how to take shoulder measurement for the back. So after I do that, I turn to the front like this. Then from that shoulder, from that line I told you, you will measure bust point, under bust, waist, then full length. So for the full length of this now, for the full length of this gown now, you just go down. You go down like this. You see, this is 56. So it can be 60, or it can be 62. All you're working with. So if you want to do a moment skirt, you can just add. When your tape finishes, when you exhaust your tape, you now add to whatever you want to do. Okay? So but for today we are going to be working with a short gown. I want to do a short gown of, let's say, 40 inches or 39 inches. So we'll just have to get like this, do like this, and then mark 40 inches or 39 inches. So when placing your tape as a beginner, please, very important. When placing your tape, you don't just go straight like this. No. When you're measuring someone, don't just go straight like this. No. You enter, like you get it like this towards the side, gets to the inside like so. Not like this. No. You get it like this, place it like so, and then you begin your measurement inside, not on the side. If not, you're not going to cover the full bust. If you take it by the side, you are excluding the bust. Excuse me. I hope you can get that. So you understand? You take it inside like this instead of like this. So take it inside like so, then you begin to take your measurement. You don't do like this. You don't do this. No. You do like this. Okay? Okay. So I think that is that for that. So that's how to take body measurement, accurate body measurement.
Alright, I hope we found value in this video. If this is your first time of hearing my voice and seeing my face on this platform, do well to subscribe to this channel. And thank you to all my existing subscribers. See you in the next tutorial. Bye.